So what we're going to do is we're going to patch this thing in an area just like this. Alright, YouTube.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the great outdoors of Colquitt County.
You have done messed up because you've done clicked on the channel. And here's what we're going to do today. John and I are standing right behind a Bantam 3X. These little boats like this, Bass Tracker did not really understand what they were doing when they came about and made these little two-man fishing boats because they are awesome. John, how many hours have we spent in one of these things?
I can't tell you the hours and the number of fish that we've caught in this. And if anybody ever owned a pond back in the 90s, you had one of these boats in it.
You ain't kidding. I mean, because these things right here are awesome. If you just starting out and fishing and you trying to get you a boat, boats are expensive. But these things right here, you can find these boats right here. You can find them for sale on Facebook Marketplace and just all kind of places. And normally you can find them 150, 200, 250 bucks, somewhere along in there. Now they'll have some cosmetic stuff wrong with them, but we're going to show you how to take care of that. And this one has got a crack in it. Now, a crack is different from a break. A crack in these can be repaired with no problem. And we're going to show you today how to repair the crack and what you need to use. Because John and I literally wore the bottom out on one of these things, fishing out of it, sliding it in and out of the truck. And John found this one for sale, jumped all over it because it was a decent price, and all it's got is a little crack. And we're going to fix the crack where it can't take on water, and then we're going to be good to go. Now, what we're going to use to fix this crack is G-Flex. It's made by West Systems. This is a two-part epoxy. It's real simple to mix up. I'm going to show you how to do it in just a minute. And you can get this off Amazon for like 19 bucks. So if you can find you one of these boats, just with a crack in it that needs to be fixed, for $19, you can be fishing and you can be snatching one's head sideways, because this right here will take care of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you where this crack's at. Then we're going to mix up this G-Flex. We're going to put it in the crack and seal this thing off. Now this stuff will seal to just about any plastic made. It doesn't make a difference if it's SMC, styrene, poly. This stuff is designed for plastic, and it's designed for plastic boats just like this. So you can't go wrong in using this to fix these cracks. And the cool thing is somebody's tried to fiberglass over this crack. And fiberglass will work, but the only catch is them sliding it in and out of a truck. They wore off the fiberglass right where the crack's at. And the good thing is this G-Flex, not only will it stick the fiberglass and bond, but it does the plastic also. So, we're going to mix this stuff up, put it on the boat, and show you how to seal up your crack where you can go fishing. Okay. You got your epoxy hardener and you got your epoxy resin. It's only 2 parts. And you mix them in equal parts. So, for a small crack like this, you can just use a piece of cardboard, and all I've got is a half of a paint stick here. Of course, if you was doing something larger, you could use a mixing cup. But for what we're going to do, this is going to work fine. Yep, I figured it was going to have a sealable cap in it. And we'll cut the top just like that. This is a real simple process. John and I have used this stuff before in years past, and it works really great.
For all you youngsters at home, please use scissors to cut the top off.
Well, what's wrong with me cutting it with my knife? We'll put a pocket knife in a heartbeat. Alright, here we go. We're going to put the resin in, and for our crack, that's going to be enough. Then we're going to put the hardener in, and if you'll notice, I'm doing equal amounts of both. Well, I'm a little over. Now, when you mix this stuff up, you're going to have 30 minutes before it starts to gel. You're going to have 75 minutes before it starts to set. In 4 hours, it's going to cure out. And in 24 hours, it'll be completely sealed and be watertight. And the good thing about this West system is it's designed to be underwater, and that makes a big difference. There's a lot of epoxies on the market, but they're not really designed to be underwater in use, and this one is. So I'm mixing it up real good. You got to mix the two compounds together to get the effect that you need for it to seal up. If you'll notice, all I'm doing is just taking this stick and just playing like I was digging in the mud. And if you'll notice, it's changed color. So we're good to go. Alright, now we're going to come over here to the crack. And I'm actually going to show you where the crack is at. John, come over this way and they'll be able to see it a little bit better. The crack is right here. And if you'll notice, see there's a little bit of movement right there. See it? The crack's right here where this thing's taking on water. So what we're going to do is we're going to patch this thing in an area just like this. And John and I won't be sliding this boat in and out of a truck. You see? That's how we know that this one was done by sliding it in and out of a truck. Because see, here's the marks right here where somebody was picking it up from the front. And it was dragging across the bottom on the back, sliding the pickup truck. And these things are designed to slide right into your pickup truck, right in between the wheel wells. So, one little final mix in here. And you don't have to be Picasso to put this stuff on these cracks. All you got to do is cover it good. And you don't want to bunch it on there and like wad it up. You just want it in a thin little line to be even. And if the gnats will leave me alone just long enough, welcome to South Georgia, where there's a gnat on every corner. Now, as you can see, covered it pretty good. And that's all we need. Just a nice thin layer going across it. And that's going to bond to that fiberglass. And it's going to seal this baby right off to where when me and John get in it, we won't be shooting videos standing in the middle of a pond. You can swim though, can't you?
I got a lot of fish.
Oh, okay. Alright, we're covered up and done. Now, once this stuff hardens up, you can sand it, shape it, you can drill it. It's a pretty unique product. But once it hardens up, you can sand it down and smooth it if you need to. Which we won't need to smooth this because, I mean, this is going to be on the bottom of the boat. And the cool thing about it is it'll accept paint. So if you're painting something, you're A-OK too. So, John's over there behind the camera, and I'm swatting gnats. And, hey, if you find you one of these boats that's got a little crack in it, don't be scared of it. Grab the boat to fish out of to where you can have some fun and some enjoyment. And get you some of the West system and fix your crack, and you'll be good to go. Now, we're going to let this harden off and let it get the way it needs to get, and then John and I have done some talking. We're going to do a little cosmetic stuff this thing, kind of do a makeover on it. So, the next video, we're going to do the little makeover. Then once we do the makeover, we'll do a video on taking her out for a maiden voyage and put some fish in this thing. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We hope we've showed you something here to where you won't be scared about getting one of these boats if you find one on a deal with a crack in it. And hey, till me and John see you again, we hope that you get to spend some time in your great outdoors. Hey, get a lot of game in your bag and a lot of fish on your line. And John and I will catch you next time. John, holler it out from behind the camera, buddy.
We'll see you next time on the great outdoors of Colquitt County.
Thank you. We'll see you.